to the violence. Close the window to hatred. I will stand tall and sing my song and shut the door behind me. We can move forward. If united we can't fall. This is our home. This is our home. This is
focused on the past, erasing our differences. We can't waste time with what happened yesterday. Looking ahead, speeding fast across the highway. Breaking the silence, breaking the silence, breaking the silence, and we won't stop. Breaking the silence, breaking the silence, breaking the silence, and we won't stop. Sometimes I'm blinded by things right in front of our eyes, but now we have the strength to put those things behind. And start another page of a new dawn and new age, one that we can start today. It starts now. Breaking the silence, breaking the silence, breaking the silence. Yes, we are. Breaking the silence, 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 breaking the silence. Yes, we are. Breaking the silence, breaking the silence, breaking the silence, breaking the silence, breaking the
Singing Revelation again so we can really officially welcome all of our guests. Ready? Have a nice seat? Nice and quiet. Here we go.
I love to sing because it's one of the best ways to travel the world without leaving your home. I've been in Chicago for most of my life, moved from Southern Illinois, Carbondale, when I was 5 years old. And although I've gotten the opportunity through the choir to travel to places like Cuba and coming up this summer to Italy, I've also gotten to experience the culture, the food, the people, the language of a lot of different places, the Republic of Georgia, Corsica, places that nobody really speaks about, especially in public school systems. And you not only get to learn about these cultures, but you get to learn why the people do what they do, what's important to them, what they sing about. And what people sing about really tells their values, it really tells their story, it really tells who they are.
people, have a seat, please. Ms. Josephine Lee, our President Artistic Director and the voice of Chicago. This is an original composition by our very own Mitchell Owens.
Hatred and massacre have become popular answers, but we must stand up for those who don't have a stronger voice. If we don't, it'll never end. And it's time to lift ourselves up. It's time to stand up and fight against injustice. And we will show them that as children we have power to make a difference. So grab a hand, take a stand, and help us change the world. You will find there's a future in every boy and girl. No more sorrow, no more pain. Only love is left to gain. Open your ears. It only takes one voice to change the world. It may not stop hunger or bring mankind world peace. It may not make warm and rich or cause the wars to cease. But the power of a voice is so strong. Let's stand in unity. It's time to stand up and fight against injustice. And we will show them that as children we have power to make a difference. So grab a hand, take a stand, and help us change the world. You will find there's a future in every boy and girl. No more sorrow, no more pain. Only love is left to gain. Open your ears. It only takes one voice to change the world. It only takes one voice. So grab a hand and take a stand.
One voice is all it takes. Just grab a hand and take a stand.
And Mitchell Owens. Give it up for Mitchell Owens. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone feeling? Members of Chicago Children's Choir, alumni, parents, family, principals, board of directors, ambassador board members, artistic partners, and collaborators. We all made it to 60 because of you. So I'd like to officially welcome you to the 60th anniversary Paint the Town Red. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our generous sponsors, Target, the Lyon Family Foundation, Millennium Park Foundation, and the Department of Cultural Affairs and Special Events for supporting our presence here today. I'd also like to acknowledge and pay tribute to our founder, Reverend Christopher Moore, who in 1956 had the vision and courage to start this incredible organization in Hyde Park at the height of the civil rights movement by bringing children from polarizing communities together through the power of song to break down barriers of race, religion, and socioeconomic class and sexual orientation with the ultimate goal of uniting and creating a better world. We had the pleasure of meeting and hearing stories about Christopher Moore from his son Paul, and I'm pleased to say both Paul and his son Jonathan are here with us today to join our alumni reunion. Would you mind coming out and let us give you a round of applause? Reverend Christopher Moore's sons, Jonathan Moore and Paul Robertson. Last night at the dress rehearsal, I was pleased to learn that Chris Moore also referred to the singers as ambassadors. And he really wanted to create ambassadors of peace. And you also shared with me that he wanted the children to travel, right? And experience diverse cultures through music, and here we are 6 years later. Would you be proud of us? Yeah? Thank you. Remember, CCC, we are creating ambassadors of peace, ambassadors of our communities, of our nation, and the world. As you all know, it's been a tough week for all of us in light of the tragedy in Manchester. It's a time when we realize how important children and youth are, our own and those in all communities. Would you please join me in a moment of silence in memory of the lives lost in Manchester and the many young lives lost in Chicago. During this time, I've also been reflecting on how special what we have here is. We are from all backgrounds. We recognize and celebrate differences, united by our passion for music and our commitment to love and peace over intolerance and violence. CCC, remember this. All of you are so talented. You are excellent. We believe you have so much potential and will no doubt make this world a better place. Remember, you've all worked so hard for this day, so let's show Chicago and the world how bright the future can be. Thank you.
Va Pensiero has always been one of my favorite pieces, definitely because the chorus of the Hebrew slaves, which is what it translates to in English, is about Jewish exiles in Babylon who all they want to do is return to their home. And I'm the proud daughter of a refugee, and I think that it's really important to celebrate stories of people who have been abandoned or lost or forgotten for circumstances that they cannot control. And so here at the CCC, we really want to cherish the memory of those people and celebrate them through song. Leonard Bernstein really redefined a generation of classical music. He was the first Jewish American composer who was regarded as significant and as a top dog in competition with all of the other European composers. So I think for us as Americans, singing Chichester psalms is very important because it signifies who we are as a people.
I've been a huge fan of Bernstein ever since I was introduced to him through the choir. I had only heard of Chichester Psalms before through my friends, but really when I started to just look through what he had, it was really cool. He had so many videos teaching young students about music and the meaning of it. These orchestral lines that would normally be very difficult to decipher, he brought meaning to through his words and really added this different dimension to it. Through Chichester Psalms, we're not only able to see the power of the original psalms that are underlaying the music, but also we have these beautiful flowing lines contrasted with these sort of sharp interjections from the men's section in the second movement. And it's through this sort of text painting that we learn about a lot in choir. Bernstein is able to bring the meaning of Chichester Psalms out.
Leonard Bernstein he wrote the score for West Side Story and Candide, and he really found a way to weave in themes of musical theater, which is one of my passions, into classical music.
He wrote a piece before, I believe it was his Third Symphony, and it was a lot more harsh and pessimistic about the world. But Chichester Psalms, even though it does have that middle section of sort of why did the nations rage, it still brings this element of hope to the stage. And it shows that even though there are terrible times in the world, there's still beauty that can be found. And I think that's what Chichester Psalms really goes to show.
While the orchestra is tuning, we're going to have all of you stand and join us for Va Pensiero. Here we go. The world is listening. And for those of you who know Maestro Muti from Chicago Symphony Orchestra, he performed this at La Scala in response to what was going on there. So here we go. Wyatt Parr, everyone! At this time, I have the privilege of introducing the Commissioner of Cultural Affairs and Department of Special Events. Please make some noise for Commissioner Kelly!
Do you know how awesome you all look? So on behalf of Mayor Rahm Emanuel, it's my pleasure to welcome you to Millennium Park. This is one of the most beautiful outdoor amphitheaters in the world, and it's only fitting that we open up our 2017 summer series with you, the Chicago Children's Choir. Give yourselves a hand. So this summer, we'll have jazz, we'll have orchestras, we'll have blues, we'll have house music, we'll have indie music, we'll have performances, but nothing compares to the power, the majesty, and the musicality that I've heard this morning. You are just one powerful, unified community, and it's just inspiring to see all of you. Look at your faces. You come across the entire city, your diversity, you'll come across neighborhoods, and you all come together as a unified, creative voice. How just exciting for all of us. And I knew, Josephine, that you were damn strong, but we haven't seen the sun in 30 days. And then you come into the Millennium Park, I think the sun is sort of peeking through there. Give yourselves a hand, you bring the sun out. So I have a quick, tragic story to share with you. When I was in 4th grade, I was kicked out of the choir. I was. The choir director said my voice wasn't strong enough. So I have a question. Can I go to the back, and do I have your permission to join you in a song? Oh, thank you. Finally, I'm back in a choir. Cool. But you know what? I knew you were going to say yes. Because you're not just individual artists and musicians, you're a community. And you have a generosity of spirit. And you take that spirit and you look to infect others, right? That you care about each other, you support each other, you want to inspire your fellow youth that they also be creative and strong. So a question for you, another question. How many of you think of yourselves as artists? Raise your hand. I love it. Every one of you is an artist. Every one of you has chosen the creative path. And I have a responsibility for you. Going forward, will you infect this city with your creative spirit? Oh, come on. Really? I'm going to ask one more time. Will you, the awesome Chicago Children's Choir, you artists, will you take your artistry, your creative spirit, and will you infect the city and make it a better place? Congratulations, have a great concert. Thank you.
My name is Jonathan Brooks, and I was a part of the Chicago Children's Choir from 1989 to 1997. Absolutely changed my life. I love this choir because I was a kid from the South Side, and my mom was just trying to keep me out of trouble. And ultimately, she just said, I want you to try to sing. Now, I wasn't a fan of that, but she wasn't going to have no be my answer. And so we were in Hyde Park at the time at Sinai Temple, and she brought me into that choir room, and I heard those voices singing. I saw kids from all ages, from all cultural backgrounds, from socioeconomic differences, and everyone was just in harmony, singing. And right away I knew, man, this is a place that I want to be, and a place for me. And I would have never known from that moment that the Chicago Children's Choir would have kept me so engaged, as well as introducing me to so many different things in my life. I mean, introducing me to diverse relationships, introducing me to the opportunity to travel across the world, introducing me to music I would have never listened to or been exposed to without my connection to CCC.
Both as an alumna of Chicago Children's Choir, but also as the current director of world music, it's so meaningful to get to do South African choral music with this generation of singers. Because of course, my first exposure to this music was when I was a young child, learning it in the choir. And the experience that changed my life was learning it from afar and then getting to travel to South Africa and hear what the music actually sounded like.
I remember when we traveled to South Africa in 1996, that tour, 32 days on the road without our parents, a group of teenagers. What a journey to embark on, but it was life-changing. Not only did certain select members of the choir have opportunity to meet President Nelson Mandela, but we had the opportunity to sing with choirs from all over the country. And the moment I remember the most is when we were in, I believe it was Guguletu, and we visited a school to sing for an assembly. And we had our own version of the South African traditional hymn Chosholoza. And we sang it, and we sung it the way we've always sung it. And then our director turns around, Bill, and he says, we hear you sing it a little differently than we do. And would you sing it for us? And these students, it must have been 8, 9 years old, began to sing Chosholoza, and their voices echoed throughout the gymnasium. And it drew us in, and we started to wonder, why are we singing for them when they sound so amazing? Students started running up to the stage, grabbing our hands and pulling us off, and it just turned into a celebration of two cultures coming together under the guise of music, the universal language. It was a moment that I remember, and it still gives me goosebumps to this day. And I'll never, ever forget the opportunity to go back to South Africa again 20 years later, and to remember the impact that that trip had on me as a young man, 16 years old. I was never again the same, and I owe all of that to Chicago Children's Choir.
I've gotten to see all of the different ways in which people have used Black South African choral music in order to create social and political change, educate people, spread information, provide comfort and support to those who are suffering, preserve their cultural identity, and then with our own kids, just build a sense of connection with another culture halfway around the world.
We had learned and talked about how this music was used to influence a movement and to inspire change and be a catalyst for this shift in society. But I didn't really get to see it applied until we were actually in South Africa. Furthermore, we used music in the civil rights movement here in America, and as an activist, I've used music in my own protest. So getting to see people using this music just to lift their voices and to amplify the voices of people who wouldn't otherwise be heard was truly exceptional and inspiring.
Here you have the kids understanding not just a song that is a protest song because it honors a leader of the struggle, but then you have a really aggressive protest which you would sing while marching out on the streets like the Toi Toi, and then you have this much more subtle and nuanced song that was adapted from traditional religious songs. So they got to understand this whole genre in a really deep way. And in the end, that metaphor of using the walls of Jericho is so meaningful, because if you think back to the African American spiritual settings of that text. It says, Joshua commanded the children to shout, and the walls came tumbling down. And of course, it's the voice of the children that lead to the fall of oppression. And so that becomes a reality for our kids today.
Olive
Ado Penduli. Ado Penduli. Ado Penduli. Ado Penduli.
Oliver Tambo, Ikongeni. Oliver Tambo, Ikongeni. Nelson Mandela, Isitata. Nelson Mandela, Isitata. Siabuela, Utuli. Siabulela, Utuli. Wata Beleni, Isala. Wata Beleni, Isala. Dolo Pesulu, Akili Boy. Dolo Pesulu, Akili Boy. Head top, head top, head top, head top. Amandla.
We're going to sing Ain't Gonna Let, but as we sing Ain't Gonna Let, can you make some noise for alumni who joined us today on stage? Ain't Gonna Let.
Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round, turn me round, turn me round. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to freedom land. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round, turn me round, turn me round.
At this time, I'd like to introduce our Director of World Music, Miss Molly Stone, who will lead us in the Song of Life.
CCC, how are you guys feeling this morning? You guys can all have a seat for a second. Hi guys, my name is Pierce Colbert. I'm 17 years old. I'm a senior at Lindblom Math and Science Academy on the south side of Chicago. And this year I have the privilege of being the voice of Chicago's Singers Council president. For those of you who don't know about the Song of Life is from the First Nations, which is similar to Canada's versions of Native Americans, and the song has vocables rather than lyrics. And what that means is there's no literal translation to it. None of the vocables actually mean any literal translation to English. However, the song itself, without having words, is still a celebration of life. And I think that's extremely relevant today. Paint the Town Red 2017 is not just a concert. Paint the Town Red 2017 is a celebration of everything that we have built and everything that we have become over the past 60 years. We have the privilege of having alumni here singing with us all the way back from 1972, I think. And what it really means to each of us, what it means to see 4,600 kids out in these seats in one of the most beautiful places in Chicago, it tells me that we've come a long way from the height of the civil rights movement. It tells me that we have something to be proud of, and I think each and every one of you should be proud of this. Each and every one of you should be proud to be a Chicagoan. Each and every one of you should be proud to be who you are, and you should be proud to be a member of the Chicago Children's Choir, right? But with pride comes responsibility. And after I go to college this year, I'll no longer be a member of the Chicago Children's Choir, and I leave it up to every single one of you to break down every barrier you see holding you back from being who you are, holding you back from being friends with who you want to be, because at the end of the day, we're all human, and at the end of the day, this is what unites us all. Music is what unites us all. All of us feel this, no matter who we are. I'd like to introduce Chloe Johnson to the stage to perform a poem introducing our next piece, We All Live Here.
Built off of hard work and sweat. This city is not only my city, but it's your city. This city thrives forward. The beauty of my city is in the people of my city. The beauty of my city is in the different ethnic groups, ethnic foods, neighborhoods from the south side to the skyline. This city is everything. The streets are where artists, poets, and magicians roam when they seek inspiration from this place. But this city has trouble sometimes. Yes, this city cries. I can hear my city's woes when the wind blows every time another soul is lost to violence. This city has emotions in the deep depths of its lake, sending waves across the sand higher and higher each day, and the atmosphere is letting us know we have no time to waste. This is our city. Let's generate a generation of greatness through our youth. Together we can make everlasting change, because we all live here.
I will stand tall and sing my song. Shut the door behind me, we can move forward. If united we can
There's only one way to reach across the border. There's only one hope that can loosen heavy chains.
If we have love, we can free the broken hearted. It's time to look towards the future and to say,
Speak the truth. Sin has been changed. If we have love, we can free the broken-hearted. So the look towards the future and say, love is the answer. Faith to believe there's a better way. Hope gives us the courage to stand up and make a change. Stand up and make a, stand up and make a, stand up and make a change. Love, faith, hope, stand up, make a change. Love, got to make a change. Faith, we got to make a change. Hope, time to stand up and make a change. Love, got to make a change. Faith, got to make a change. Hope, stand up and make a change. Love, got to make a change. Faith, we got to make a change. Hope, time to stand up and make a change. Love, got to make a
I just want to make sure that every single person who is connected to this choir, whether it's staff, whether it's singers, whether it's alumni, that we all value the amazing and rare opportunity it is to be connected to an organization as amazing as the Chicago Children's Choir. My life has been changed through many lessons that I received from the choir. First and foremost is that people are people, right? No matter cultural background, no matter economics, no matter sexual orientation, no matter any of that, people are people. And when we learn how to be in a relationship with people, then we actually learn how to value people's humanity. And I learned that from the Chicago Children's Choir. I also learned that when we travel, the world becomes smaller. And we recognize that no matter where we go, children are children, parents are parents, right? Food is food. And so we go and we travel and we allow the world to now shape who we are. Not just the places where we were born, but the places that we get to experience. And the Chicago Children's Choir introduces us to that. And lastly, I want to say this. Please value the moments because they go so quickly. I would have never thought when I walked in that room in 1989 that 1997 would have come so quickly. And it hasn't been a day that's gone by where I haven't thought about the impact this choir has made on my life. And so I say to every singer now, value your moments, love your friends, make sure that your relationships are lifelong, and thank every single adult, Josephine, all the way down to every single conductor in the neighborhood choirs, for their time and their love and their joy and their patience, and most of all, the fact that they love the Chicago Children's Choir.
Our trip to Cuba was probably, to me, feels like one of the most important things I've done in my life, and also one of the most resonant things I've done in my life. The trip to Cuba gave me a look into people who are less fortunate than me, but that are so happy in their everyday lives. I've seen kids in poverty way worse than anything we have here in Chicago, but with the biggest smiles on their faces every time they get to sing and dance. Cuba, to me, embodies, I think, the mission of the choir way better than anything here can, just because of how ingrained music is into their culture. We'd be walking down the street and our tour guide would start singing a song in Spanish and the doorman would start singing along with her. And the trip, oh man, Cuba's just a hub of cultural affairs, a hub of happiness, of love.
La Gozadera is an amazing song about bringing all of these different countries together and uniting people. And that's what the core of our mission is about here. We love to talk about uniting different kinds of people from all over the world and from all over our country, from different walks of life. And singing a song in another language to the people that speak that language was just really a great real life example of what this choir sets out to do.
We learned it to perform in Cuba, and Cuba was my favorite trip I've ever been on with the choir and without the choir. It was so inspiring and so important for us to be part of our two very diverse nations, reconnecting and being part of a very important process of coming together after the travel ban. It was incredible to watch the Cuban audiences when we performed La Gozadera, because I'm sure it was so validating for them to see an American choir perform their own pop music, and it was validating for us too with their incredible responses. So fun.
When we would sing La Gozadera in the concerts in Cuba, the people would go wild. When the singers began to do the partner dancing, they would scream, they would get out their video cameras, and it was just the perfect validation of why you do the music that you do, why we believe so strongly in doing music of other cultures. The song La Gozadera validated the Cuban people, and we honored their existence and their traditions.
Perú con Honduras, Chile con Argentina, Panamá de la Sondonga, Ecuador, Perú, Pina, Uruguay con Paraguay, hermano con Costa Rica, Bolivia, Venezuela, Encanto, Brasilia, tan camino, el mundo se está sumando a entender lo latino y se forma la gozadera y el oro con habichuela. Venezuela. ¡Vámonos! ¡Sí, sí, sí! Gozadera.
I find it really interesting that Michael Jackson was born in 1958, which is really just 2 years after the choir was founded. And he made his debut in 1964 at the age of 6 in the Jackson 5 with all of his brothers, Marlon and Jermaine and Tito and Jackie. And really, ever since that time, the world of popular music has never been the same.
I love his music. I love being able to dance some choreography that one of his background dancers actually choreographed. I love being able to just smile and share the message that he so thoroughly embedded into each and every one of his songs. So getting to bring that and share that with thousands of people is something that I'll treasure for the rest of my life.
The Michael Jackson medley was my first introduction to the Chicago Children's Choir. So it was the first song that I ever heard the top ensemble, back then called the concert choir, performing. That was the main song that inspired me to want to strive to become a member of the Voice of Chicago.
I wanted to create the choreography because it was so near and dear to my heart, but I also wanted to have the authentic Michael Jackson footwork and dance moves. I happened to have a friend, Corey Anderson, who was an LA dancer, and his then girlfriend, Tyne Steckline, also an LA dancer, who both were in the closed call auditions for Michael Jackson's last concert tour, This Is It. Corey was in the finals, and Tyne Steckline was chosen as one of 2 female dancers to dance with Michael Jackson in his last tour. So I contacted them, and they came in to work with our singers. And they created the dance break in the Michael Jackson medley for this amazing work that we created. Kind of started to create something that was chronological. We started with his early days in Motown and moved to his more disco era with the Jackson 5, and then also into his groundbreaking solo album, Off the Wall. Eventually we moved into Michael Jackson's pieces that had more social commentary and were inspirational. They Don't Care About Us is a perfect example of a song that is just as relevant today as it was when it was created. And Spike Lee directed his videos, and one was in the prisons, and the inmates were actually the dancers and singers in the video. It was quite controversial. And he did the video also in Brazil, and the Brazilians were quite concerned that it was going to show the poverty and might not look great to the rest of the world. They were concerned about having the Olympics in 2004, but it actually did bring about change in Brazil because he brought all the people in there to create that video.
There are parts in the MJ medley that really stick out to me. For instance, the They Don't Care About Us, that part. It's like that clap, clap, do ta, ta. It's angry, but it's not like I'm just angry to be angry. I'm angry because I want to change something, and I need y'all to know that, like, they're not caring about us, so we need to care about us. We need to care about each other, and we need to do something.
Just today, I went to see one of our in-school programs, Miles Davis, and when their conductor, Megan Carroll, said, and then in a minute we're going to work on the Michael Jackson medley, they all went, yay! And I said, do you like that music? They said, oh yes. So it's very beautiful to see the way Michael Jackson's music still impacts our youth and brings his legacy about in such a positive way.
gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. And see the kids in the street without enough to eat. Who am I to be blind and pretending not to see their needs? A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, and 'cause they got nowhere to go. And that's why I want you to know.
I didn't want you around. Those pretty faces always made you stand out in the crowd. Then someone picked you from the bunch. One glance was all it took. Now it's much too late for me to take a second look. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Won't you please let me? Oh, darling, I was mine to let you go. But now since I've seen you in his arms, yes, I do now. Ooh, baby,
the color.
Everyone's taking control of me. Seems like the world's got a role for me. I'm so confused. Will you show to me? You'll be there for me and care enough to bear me. Hold me. Slowly, slowly, yeah. Hold me. Lift me up, lift me up. Slowly, oh, yeah. Show me the way. Just another We're taking over. We have the truth. This is our mission. We'll see it through. Don't point your finger. Not dangerous. This is our planet. You're one of us. We're sending up a major love. This is our message to you. The planet's lighting up. They're waiting for brighter days. They're all in line for you. Yeah, just another heartbeat. Don't let nobody turn you around. You got to know when it's good to go. Put your heels up off of the ground. So keep the faith, baby, yeah. 'Cause it's just a matter of time before your confidence will win now. You can be a winner, but you got to keep the faith. I know that keeping the faith means never giving up on love. The power that love has will make it right. Keep the faith. Don't let nobody turn you around, brother. Just keep your eyes in the sky, flat on the ground. So keep the faith, baby, yeah. 'Cause it's just a matter of time before your confidence will win out. Lift up your mind before your mind gets blown. Some things in life you best just leave 'em alone. Go for what you want, don't let it get in your way. You can make it happen, but you got to keep the faith. Go on, keep it, brother. You got to keep the faith. Hey, yeah. Go on, keep it, sister. You got to keep the faith. Nah, nah, nah. I'ma show my brother how to do the right thing. Lift up your mind and show the world you got pride. Go for what you want, don't let it get in your way. You can make it happen if you keep the faith. Straighten out your back and get your mind on track. Dust off your butt and get your self-respect back. You know me well enough to know that I don't play. Take it how you want it, but you got to keep the faith. 'Cause it's just a matter
Chicago Children's Choir. Let's give it up for our incredible conductors, Miss Stephanie Gregory, Miss Kashina Watson Cisneros, Mr. Kyle Grace, Miss Miriam Cohen, Miss Amanda Wolf, Miss Lisa Roth, Miss Liz Baker, Miss Yuna Cho, Mr. Danny Wallenberg, Miss Molly Stowe, Mr. Lonnie Norwood, Miss Megan Carroll, Mr. Evan Bruno, and last but not least, Miss Judy Hansen. We're going to close out our event with one final song. Shh. I know, don't you love the bubbles? All right, let's put those away for now. Let's put those away as we close out. Chicago Children's Choir, let us be excellent until the final moment of Paint the Town Red. Let us be excellent. We're going to invite our alumni back up. They're going to come down the aisles. And I want you to remember these words when you sing it, that this is your family, your home away from home, and that we will always be here for you and that we love you. So here we go with I Need You to Survive. John. Let's sing it pianissimo. Think of someone you love. Children's Choir. Bravi tutti! Miss Hansen.
At this time, I would like to thank Ms. Lee, our amazing president, artistic director, for all of her guidance and love and support for all that we're doing here, her vision. So we would like to dismiss our VIP guests today, and then everyone else should have a seat, and we have a very specific, safe plan to get everybody out efficiently and quickly.